I am going to show you how to do a VLOOKUP. What a VLOOKUP does in Excel is it automatically generates something from the parameters that you give it. So I am going to show you how to use that for a temperature project. If you look at my file here, I have an anniversary, 30th anniversary project that I am doing. Um, I recorded the high temperature for each 19th of the month. I was married on January 19th, 1991. So every 19th, I recorded the high temperature of the day. And then I set up conditional formatting. So when I type in a number into the cell, it will automatically put the color that I have told it to give it. I have also done the VLOOKUP, which is what this video is about, on how to auto-generate the name of the color that you need to use with the temperature that you put into the chart. So I have two projects where I will demonstrate how to use that. So if you see here, I have a cell. None of the yarn names are listed yet, and that's what we are going to do now. So you need to click into the first cell where you want your data to appear. And you need to start with the equal sign to give it a formula and start to type in VLOOKUP. When you type the VL, you will see it pop up. And so you just need to do the tab and it will automatically put that formula in to start with. Okay, the next thing that it wants you to find is the lookup value. The lookup value is the value over here. And we want to look it up from this chart. So we're going to click on this cell and you will see it gives the cell coordinates. And then we want to put a comma. The next thing we want to do is define the table that is being used for this data. So in this case, there's only two columns and our data is right here. You will notice that this is in the way. If you hover, you can actually move this out of the way so that it doesn't interfere. And you're going to highlight all of the cells in your table. Now, before I move to the next step, I do want to point out the way that my table is put in here. Usually this is not how I set up my temperature data. I usually put the high temperature at the top, kind of like when you look at a thermometer, the high is at the top and the low is at the bottom. So normally when I create a document, that is how I do it. In order to get this to work, with the VLOOKUP, you need to do the opposite. You need to put the low to the high. It is going to look for a range. So if you look, everything that is below 60 degrees is going to be in this color. I live in Southern California. I do not have cold temperatures here most of the year, and I'm only doing high. I am not doing low temperatures. So I have 0 to 60 as my first, or 0 to 59 for my first color. And then to look up the next one, it's going to go 60 to 62 and so on. So I also want to use the same range. I do not want this table to be moving continuously as we fill in. We're going to apply the formula to these other cells as well. So I need to use the function or F4 key. So I'm on a laptop and I need to use the function button and then F4. And that will keep it in place and not move your table up and down in the document. And then a comma. The next thing I need to define is which column from the table is going to be used to auto-generate this information. So that would be column 2. This is column 1. This is column 2. So I'm going to put a 2. Okay, and then since I'm using a range, I want to use the true function. I don't need it to be an exact match because it's going to be a range. So I'm going to start to type true, tab over, and then I'm going to close my formula with a closed parentheses and hit enter. Okay, now you see that I have conditional formatting that was applied from here. I can get rid of that, so I'm going to fix that as well. It's showing up pink because the pink was the kind of the default color that if you don't have anything there, or you have something other than a number, it will show up. So I am going to remove the conditional formatting from this column. I'm also going to make it left aligned. Okay, so now um, you can see that there's still nothing in these other cells. We need to apply that same formula. Okay, this is where it was really important to use that function or F4 key, because if you don't do that, then it's not going to apply the correct formula when you do this. So don't skip that step. I'm going to drag it all the way down to the bottom. So it said every single color that I need for this historical blanket, and I can just print it out one time and that's it. Some of the colors are hard to tell. The difference between like cloud blue and sherbet are kind of hard to tell the difference between looking at this chart. So having the word there was really important if you're, especially if you're printing it out. Um, I have an average temperature here for the entire year. That's in case I decide to use the whole border. Um, you will notice that it says this word here, even though there's no number. That's because if you look back up at my original chart, because the 0 is in there, and it kind of takes that as there being nothing there. There is probably a formula you can stick in there to get rid of that and make that not happen. Like if there's no entry into that cell, you can probably stick another code in there to get rid of it, but I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to delete these out because I don't need the formula to be in those boxes. So that is how to auto-generate the color that you are using for your yarn. I'm going to show you another example. So this is my 2021 weekly blanket. So I'm not doing a daily motif or anything. I am doing a weekly hexagon. So I've already set this up, row one, and then the second hexagon and so forth. So I've already set that up in here. And if I scroll down to the ones I haven't entered yet, it has this here. And as soon as I type something in, it is going to change the color. So I will show you one more time using this as an example. Okay, so I have my table set up here, and I am going to start with entering equals and then VL, tab over to input that formula. This is where I'm getting the data from, this and this over here. So first I need to define this, that's the C2, comma. Then I need to define the table it's pulling it from, which is this. Don't forget the function or F4, comma. And then you need to say which column you're pulling it from. So that would be column 2, comma, and then true. And close the formula with the parentheses. And so now it's auto-generated. And then you can pull it down all the way through so that it auto-generates. Now, if you forget the function, let me show you what happens when you do that. So if equals VLOOKUP, and then I'm going to use this, comma, and then I need the table array. So if I come up here, this is the table array, comma. Normally we would do the function. So don't forget that when you actually set this up, but I'm going to show you what happens if you don't do that. Okay, column 2, comma, true. Okay, so if you look, when I scroll, do you see how some of them end up with these? That's because for this particular formula, do you see how it's moved the table down? So that is why it's important that you make sure that you do the F4 or the function F4 in order to make it stick to this table like these do up here. So if you click here and look at the formula, it's defining this table. But if we're down here, it's moved the table down. So that is how you do a VLOOKUP so that you can automatically generate. So now while I am using this, I can type in temperature down here and it will give me the color automatically. So I don't have to type it or write it out. It's there. By the way, I don't always stay on my computer when I'm crocheting. I can look it up if I need to. Sometimes the color's a little bit better to look it up on the computer. But a lot of times, what I do is I'll print out, because I'm doing a weekly, I will print out like 2 weeks worth and do 2 weeks at a time or 1 week at a time. Or I have it actually on the cloud so that I can look it up on my phone and refer to it on my phone. So I hope that was helpful and that you can use this video to help set up your own table. Thank you for watching.